Okay, so that video run out. I wasn't even thinking. I wasn't even looking. But anyway, I was showing you guys my spot that I had from August to November. The first time it froze here in Mississippi, this is where I was at. I did wind up going in the building because I do have the code to the door. And I only used it whenever I had to. I didn't try to misuse the opportunity that I had or the blessings that I had. But, yeah, I've spent many a night out here wondering what the fuck, you know? Wondering. Anywho, so, the fear that I have, that I experience right now is mainly due to this, because that was a good spot for me, but it wasn't. I hope y'all know what I'm trying to say, because I just had a loss for words, you know. And here's another one of my ropes that I had tied to my tarps, you know, and whatnot. And wow, you know, it's a miracle that I'm able to enjoy the life that I'm able to enjoy, that I'm able to have it. Because, you know, well, just because. See, I had my stuff up against the building right there, up right here where the garbage cans are. I had my bench and stuff right here because I started feeling not so safe in that corner. Well, actually, okay, let me rephrase that. I wasn't feeling safe in that corner, but the bench that I had was over here already. It was up against the back of the wall. So it was here already. And so I just took it and moved it down over here to get in that corner, because somebody told me that, you know, you got some judgmental people in the world, and unfortunately the anonymouses are full of them too, you know. But anyway, so I wanted to show y'all a little bit about me, a little bit about where I was and where I come from, and, you know, that sort of thing. But it's a wonderful thing, you know. And see, my mama used to come to this AA hall. She did. She most certainly did. And that's, you know, that ain't how I got started in it, but that's part of it. The Lord works in mysterious ways in all things. Okay? There's not, He gonna show up. He gonna show up, and He gonna take care of you, and He gonna do the things that you need Him to do. Again, they may not look like what you want, but they will damn sure be what you need. And ain't that all that matters, right? Yeah, that's all that matters. That's all that matters anytime, is what we need versus what we want. Because we may not know good what we need for ourselves. You feel me? We may not get that part right. Odds are we're not going to. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm gathering tobacco, because even though I'm not supposed to, I still smoke cigarettes. But that's my business, and none of y'all's. And I love y'all for loving me through that. So, yeah, there's that. So, here's the deal. Uh-oh. Okay. Well, here's really the deal. We're getting wet, and we're okay. We're all right with that. We good with the wetness. We good with the wetness and the tetanus, or whatever the fuck. I don't know what I'm trying to say, y'all. I had an emotional moment there. You know, we all out here doing the best we can. I know that too. I do. Whether I want to admit it or not. But I did get on here to first let y'all know that as far as my home front goes, the Lord showed up for me today. He did. He really did. He showed up for me to answer my prayers. Because I'd been praying for an answer, for a sign, for some relief, and he kind of gave it to me. So, and it also taught me that maybe, you know, my perception of things should change a little bit. I don't have all the answers, and I need to remember that I don't. I got enough of them, but I don't have them all. And that's okay too, by the way. We're not supposed to have all the answers. That's why we weren't born with them. That it takes all the awe and wonder out of the situation, don't it? I think it does. But I wanted to share with you a little bit about me. And by doing so, that lets y'all know that you're not alone. You're not in any of this by yourself. No matter what my life looks like today, that part don't matter. Because, you know, I've gone through there. And I got brought out. And I don't know why me. That's not my business neither. What is my business is, what am I going to do with it? So I'm out. And you know, I'm being called out the boat, you know, to walk out here on the water with my Creator and have faith that's unshakable, you know. Hey, it feels like something's on my leg, but it must not be. Anyway, because you never know when you're walking into a spider web around here. But the moral of the story is that God showed up and gave me some relief. I asked him for some relief, and even though it wasn't like a check or nothing in the mail, what it was kindness being showed to me by my landlord, and a little bit of a reversal, you know, of his attitude that he had toward me the other day. Now, tomorrow may look different, but as for today, just for today, I feel better about the situation, and that's what I needed. Not necessarily for the situation to change, but I needed to be able to feel better about it. And God showed up and met me where I was at to do just that. That's why I say he works in mysterious ways, but are they that mysterious? As you awaken, you'll find out they're not. They're not. It's common sense. He does save, you know, a miracle or two, like my phone. We have been away from Wi-Fi for a minute. 2 videos. So over 20 minutes. And my phone's still working. I didn't pay the bill. Nobody paid the bill. Why? How? I can't call an Android phone. But I can text my daughter from my actual phone number on my SIM card without using Text Now or something. You feel me? Yeah. So in that case, here's what that tells me. Don't ask how, just take the blessing and run with it. So, you know, you guys are witnessing in real time a miracle that God gave me. You know, whenever I thought that I was going to have to be out here back in the street, you know, for sure. Because I don't know about y'all, but I go straight to doom and gloom, okay? And I know a lot of my collective does. It's kind of how we're built, unfortunately. Right? Right. So, it is kind of how we're built. So, till next time, I'm doing this with y'all. You got this. I love you.